Hey everyone, I'm here at Comic-Con with WWE superstars. We've got Becky Lynch, we've got AJ Styles. I wanted to talk to you first and foremost about the draft that just happened. Is it true that you don't have no idea where you're going until they announce it?
Yeah, we didn't have a clue.
Yeah. Everybody was pretty surprised at what took place. The club went in different directions, not that we're split up, but it was a little surprising that we weren't on the same show. So, yeah, a lot of surprises.
And so how does it feel to be part of the Blue Brand, a part of SmackDown now, which is now a live show on Tuesday nights?
I think it's really exciting because it's a brand new, fresh start, and we have all these opportunities. We've got a lot of people that have come up from NXT now. There's so many questions that are up in the air. We've got less championships, so it's are we going to create more championships? All these things that are up in the air, and hopefully will come to light in the next little while. But being led by Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan, I think it's going to be amazing.
That's an interesting thing you brought up about championships. You've split the roster now, but not all the championships are on each show. Now, the WWE World Championship is on SmackDown as of this moment. That could change on Sunday with Battleground. And then the Women's Championship is not on the show. So you could have these situations where you're competing, but there's no sort of top prize on the line. How does that feel?
Well, it's scary a little bit, like almost like, what are we fighting for here? When will I get the opportunity to wrestle for the title? I mean, who knows when that will be, which makes it interesting as well. I'm hoping that there is a title for each brand. I hope there's a SmackDown title, heavyweight title. I hope there's a Raw title, and then they can meet on the four pay-per-views of the year, four biggest pay-per-views of the year. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, because there's a precedent for that, of course, splitting of the world titles. But for the Women's Championship, there's always been just one.
Yeah.
And not even tag team titles are there. So how does it feel to...
So, and that's the thing. Essentially, what we're all fighting to be is the best, and to be marked as the best. And that's why everybody starts, and that's why everybody does this, and why you keep going is because you want to be remembered as the best. And the championship is that symbol, it's that, yeah, you've got this, you are the best. So without that, it's kind of like a little gray area. Like at the moment, my sights are set on getting revenge,
Yeah.
From everybody.
Or just get beat up all the time.
Yeah, because everybody's beating me up. Me and John Cena would make a nice little faction right now.
That's what we do. Hashtag beat up John Cena. Hashtag Becky Lynch.
Oh, no, don't start that hashtag. It might already exist.
It probably does. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I think that we need another championship,
Or at least tag team belts.
Tag team belts. But we've only, as it stands, we've only got 6 in-ring girls.
Like
we've
for
got
show,
we've got
sort of.
Maurice on our brand as well, but at the moment there's only 6. So
I think what we need is probably
tag
rankings,
teams
don't
might
you
be a
think?
little
Like
bit-
there's
Yeah,
got to be a
rankings
ranking
would be great.
system,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
who's the number one contender, who's up for the title
Oh man,
next.
when I used to read Pro Wrestling Illustrated and they would have their own little ranking
That's right.
system for each territory and so on, I would just check and see who moved each week and so on. So here's somebody who you have both have connection to, who just got called up to Raw, which is Finn Balor, who could go with Karl, Anderson and Luke Gallows, and you have a long history with him as well. What are your feelings about him getting called up from NXT?
I think it was long overdue.
Yeah, that's
I think
on.
he was ready as well. But who knows what's going to happen next? I mean, just because stuff happened in a different country doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen over here. It just kind of worked out where the club got together and it worked. That worked out. But Finn has been doing his thing for a while now, and I don't know that he wants to jump on another bandwagon. I mean, he's created something special with the Demon, so I wouldn't expect him to go to some other faction soon. I think what he's doing is done very well by him.
Speaking of demons, I saw they had at the Mattel panel yesterday the reveal of that sort of the Demon Finn action figure, but you two as well had your own action figures. What was it like to sort of see that and be presented with them as well?
Man, you know how long I've been waiting to have a WWE action figure? I mean, literally, we'll just see how long I've been wrestling, But it's cool to see that. When the great thing about that action figure of mine is that it was with the Royal Rumble gear, which will never be seen again. I mean, it was before my P1 logo was approved. So that there's just a big number 1 on the side of my leg, and that's cool to me because, you know, I have that gear at home waiting for the action figures so that I can put them up on my wall. You know, it's special to me.
That's awesome. And you get your jacket with
I
you.
get my jacket and a little hat. And it was so cool that I
wee
could
hat.
like take off the little hat. You know, and I'm a bit of an avid thumb war enthusiast.
Okay.
So now I've got like a little hat for my thumb if I was that way inclined. So then you'll need to buy. So inevitably, you know, when you get the different dolls and stuff like that in general.
Dolls.
Or
Mine are action figures.
action figures. Saws. So anyway, so you get the different action figures and they come with the different pieces, but then you always like lose the little pieces. I know I did when I was a kid. So then you're just gonna have to get two.
Yeah, you just have to buy more to get the
right.
little
Yeah.
accessories.
Yeah.
So we know, you know, certain people are huge into Comic-Con, like Xavier Woods, who was here for the Mattel panel yesterday. Where do you guys fall on the Comic-Con line? What do you like to see, like as far as your fandom?
This is my first one. I'm
Mine
just
too.
really excited to be here. I was doing a lot of people watching. Like over there, you've got some cosplayers.
Yep.
It's just awesome.
I was hoping to see a lot more of them, actually. You know, I'm from Atlanta, so we have Dragon Con down there, and I've seen, you know, my friends go and they take pictures and stuff, and I'm like, wow. So I'd expect this one to be, you know, more cosplay, but I'm going to be honest with you. I think Atlanta has more. I mean, unless they want to do something different next year, I mean, they're going to show up and represent.
I mean, Dragon Con specifically is like cosplay, you know, sort of central. Like here they come out, but like that's where they kind of like meet and congregate.
Yeah, it's crazy down there.
But maybe it's like a percentage-wise thing, you know what I mean? Like maybe if you took the sum of everybody that was cosplayed up here, there would be more.
You're saying
but, you know,
because this
there's
is the
like
biggest.
Yeah, because there's like 160,000 people, so maybe.
Fair enough.
Maybe
That makes sense. Now,
it's a percentage thing.
what kind of toys did you play with as when you were younger, when you were tykes and lasses?
I played with X-Men and Polly Pockets and Sylvanian families. And there was a cereal box competition thing, and so I had like the Polly Pockets, which I collected, and then you could get the little Mad Max ones as well that were like little Mad Max pockets. But like the way Polly Pockets were, and they were tiny. I love little
Yeah, you could
things.
open them. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I love.
No,
like,
I know Polly
the little,
Pockets, yeah.
The little tiny little bits. That's why I'm so excited about the hat.
The accessories.
Yeah.
You're all about the accessories that you're gonna lose.
Yeah, and just tiny little detail-y things. And then, like Lego and Sylvanian families and My Littlest Pet Shop.
Yeah, I was a
my
Transformer guy, old school Transformer guy, not this new crappy stuff that's been ruined where they made Optimus a wuss. The old Transformers, man, I thought were the most fun, so unique. You know, I mean, we're talking about the 80s here.
Yeah.
I was definitely in the Transformers. It came right on, you know, it came on after G.I. Joe. You know, the reason why I watched G.I. Joe is because Transformers came after it. I just loved Transformers. Best cartoon, best action figures to play with.
And of course, huge gamer, AJ Styles.
Huge gamer. I've been addicted to games for a long time. My parents surprised me with a Nintendo way back when, and I've been addicted ever since.
And so, what are you playing right now?
As crazy as it sounds, when I'm at home, I do get on my Call of Duty, and I enjoy that. I thought this year's was done very well. I was very surprised because I hated last year's. But honestly, I'm still playing my Xbox 360 because NCAA 2K, or not 2K, but 2014 was the last year that you could upload your college guys into Madden 25, so I'm still playing it.
Awesome.
It's on the road with me. I played it last night.
Because you take it with you, of course.
Absolutely.
Question here: how hot is Karl Anderson's hot Asian wife?
Oh, she's so hot.
Is she so hot?
She's so hot. She's so hot. And she has amazing hair.
Amazing hair.
Amazing hair. Amazing real hair.
The mystery behind this is building up so much.
She's so
I feel like there needs to be a run-in at some point.
I've known Karl for 10 years now, and I've never gotten to meet her. I've heard lots about her, and then I saw her. She was backstage TVs, and this was before he announced that she was his hot Asian wife. And I was like, dude, your wife is so hot. She was.
Great, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, keep it locked into IGN for all things Comic-Con.